a business to £200 an hour without any guru BS. So I've been a personal trainer for over 27 years. I am ranked #1 in Google for 51 search terms on my website. If you go to my homepage on my website, you will see I've got a video on there that's had 250,000 views. Okay, so and my YouTube channel has had over 4.8 million views with 8,000 subscribers. So if you want to scale to £200 an hour, you have to really love what you do in your heart. If you love what you do in your heart, you will spend hours getting your website SEO'd. You will spend hours doing over 3,200 videos that I've done. You will spend hours studying as much anatomy, physiology, exercise, program design as you possibly can. The more passionate you are about what you do, this will cross over when you meet your new £200 an hour client or £25,000 sign-up client, and they will feel the passion and the love within you in which for you to get them to sign up for 25k. Now, if you're weak at sales and marketing, you need to look at sales and marketing. If you're weak at your anatomy and physiology or exercise program design, then you need to look at that area. Now, in my 27 years of experience, I learned to do endurance in my work, but not endurance running around the park. And what I mean by that is I will set myself a goal. Right, I want to be page 1 for Chek practitioner London. I'm page 1, #1. Go for where to find a Chek practitioner, page 1, #1. Personal fitness trainer in London, page 2 or page 1. It's a really high search term to try and get high for, which can be quite difficult. Personal fitness trainer and Chek mentoring London, page 1, #1. So how I've done this is by using this endurance mindset of I'll sit at my computer, my iMac, and think, right, I need to do this today in which to get this blog up or this video up. And if I'm quiet that day, I spend that day doing that. I'm not going down the pub or chatting to friends and that type of thing. You have to do your 10,000 hours. If you don't do your 10,000 hours of practice, learning a guitar takes 10,000 hours. To become a chef takes 10,000 hours. To become a good doctor takes 10,000 hours, a good doctor. So you have to have that 10,000 hour mentality in your mind in which to keep pushing through, keep pushing through, keep pushing through, and never give up. So when I decided to become a Paul Chek Master Level 5, that took me 6 years with dyslexia, I had this mindset of I'm going to keep going no matter what comes up. I'm going to knock it out of the way, uppercut it, and keep going no matter what. The money was never there for the courses. It just appeared. I believe in the, watch the movie The Secret on YouTube and you'll understand what I mean. It's all about your mind and perception. So charging £200 an hour means that if I only work 2 hours a day, I'm still earning £400. That covers every single bill, doesn't it? And this is the thing, is that when you get to a higher level of education, a higher level of conditioning, the people will come and pay you what you want to be paid because of your level of understanding and knowledge and expertise. But if you're just a bog standard personal trainer and you're charging 50 quid an hour and everybody else is charging 50 quid an hour, the person that's the CEO or the entrepreneur that's earning £1 million a year, they're not going to book you because they're going to think this guy's not at my level. You've got to get up to the higher level of your knowledge in which for them to want to work with you. So I've worked with Saudi princes, I've worked with royalty, I've worked with world famous photographers, I've worked with world famous fashion designers, I've worked with a pop star, movie star, and the only reason why them clients come to me is because I'm so passionate about what I do and about helping that person as much as I can. Does that make sense? So when you become number one all over the search engine and your YouTube channel is busting it through the roof, people will come to you. And this is what's really, really important. It's not about the package that you offer. It's about you that you offer. If you're not in great shape, or if you're in reasonable shape, that's fine. But the client wants to see the advert. When you walk through the door of your client's £1 million, £10 million home, do you smell nice? Do you look good? Have you had a shave if you're a man? Have you got really designer outfit on? Because imagine if you was the billionaire and you decide to book a trainer and you ring him up and he turns up and he's like got a creased tracksuit and he's wearing Nike, he hasn't had a shave for 10 months and he hasn't even washed his hair, if he's got any like me. So you've got to put yourself in that client's mind as much as you can. So when I walk in with my consultation to see a client, I show a portfolio of people that I've worked with. Then on top of the portfolio, they see all my qualifications. They see my insurance. So I'm building credibility straight away while sitting with them. And on my website, it tells you that I'm £200 an hour. So then that way I'm not hiding anything. So somebody lands on the site, they go, oh, he's £200 an hour. He's either got big bollocks or he's really, really good at what he does. Because to be able to charge 200 quid an hour, you've got to have a lot of self-worth and self-value. Does that make sense? Now, there is personal trainers out there that are charging £200 an hour. They may be really crap. But it's not about that. It's about how you sell yourself. Does that make sense? Remember that you are your living, breathing advert. And then you have to have the proof to back it up. So go and check me out on Chek Practitioner London, page 1, number 1. Go and check me out on Personal Trainer Battersea, sometimes number 6, sometimes lower down and sometimes higher up. Because Google does that in the search. You're never always going to be page 1. You'll always drop down, go to page 3, page 2 and back again. Does that make sense? So looking for a great mentor, are they walking their talk? If they're not walking their talk and you can't find them page 1 in Google all over it, then how can you ask them for business advice? And if they tell you that they've been bankrupt as a medal, you should be running away. Fucking hell, they've been bankrupt. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Does that make sense? So the way I look at it, if you've not been bankrupt, that's showing your professionalism and that you've stayed afloat, me, for 27 years. There's many things that you end up paying for as a PT that you can get rid of that to bring your costs down. So your profit skyrockets. Does that make sense? And to have a really good website will only cost you probably £200 a year, but then you've got to do all the SEO, all the marketing yourself. And when you do all that SEO and marketing yourself, once you've learnt it like I have, inside out, backwards, you know that you're always going to be page 1.
It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. Nobody goes beyond page 1 anymore. Maybe 1 or 2 people, but it's very, very low. And remember that if your website is not fully optimized for the phone, then you're missing huge amounts of leads. And this is what, if somebody was to put me as their mentor, I'm going to get you to the £200 an hour guaranteed. I'm going to get you page 1 guaranteed. I'm going to get you fully booked guaranteed. But you have to pay for this knowledge. It's not free. I used to give away lots of free tips to people a lot of the time, and I'll go, oh, did you do that with your website? Oh, no, I haven't had time. Have you used that program I've given you? Oh, no, oh, been really busy, Scott. Have you done that other thing that I've asked you to do? Oh, well, you know, my girlfriend had a problem. So I don't do anything for free anymore, because I realised there's energy vampires out there that just want to pick your brains, which is horrible. Picking your brains, they'll take that information and they still won't fucking use it. So it's a complete waste of time. So never ever reduce your fees, and never ever give your time for free. Because if you give your time for free, you're devaluing yourself. If you go to the dentist, would they pull your tooth out for free? No. If you phoned a lawyer and said, all right, I've got this big court case up, will you represent me for free? No, of course they won't. If you go and see a private doctor, can you go in and see the private doctor without paying him? No, of course you can't. So why, as a PT, are you doing anything for free? If you're doing anything for free, you're devaluing yourself. And when people do stuff for free, there's always a big hit later on, so they make the money back. So be smart. Never do anything for free. Now, I tried this out. I done about 5 pages on my website that were ranked for free, freebies everywhere. How many inquiries did I get? 0. 0. So I soon learned that freebies in our industry does not work. Now, if you're walking the floor in the gym, I don't do that anymore, but if you're walking the floor in the gym and you're trying to get clients and you give them a freebie without doing any assessment, you're setting yourself up to get sued. So you must make sure you never do that. And I'm talking from my own experience, not being sued. I went to help a client that was a runner, showed her one exercise, she fell on the floor and hurt herself. I felt so bad. I said, look, I'll give you 5 or 6 sessions complimentary because, you know, you've injured yourself. And she went, look, Scott, it wasn't your fault. I didn't tell you. I'm not really conditioned. I enjoyed talking to you and wanted to try something new. So I learned from that valuable mistake, which was about over 20 years ago now, that I would never do that again. And this is why in the gym, when you go up to somebody and you go, this is how you do the lat pull down, this is how you do the cable pull, the next time you're seeing them, they're doing it completely wrong, you completely wasted your time. Because they've got that motor engram in their brain of doing it incorrectly, until they've seen you for 3,000 repetitions, then they'll do it correctly. Or if they're paying you, they want to do it correctly. If they're not paying you, they couldn't give a shit. Do you see my point? So never do free, ever. Always keep your rates high, depending on what your cost of living is. So if you're living at home, mummy and daddy, and you've only got your own cock to keep or your own vagina to keep, then you can go cheap. But really, no PT should be cheap. We should all be very high priced, so then that way the prestige of the PT goes up. So PTs have got a very bad name in the industry because they hurt people, they don't turn up on time, they don't look professional, or they talk absolute bullshit. Like giving somebody the plank with lower back pain without assessing the back to find out whether the plank is the correct exercise to give them in the first place. I had a client that his trainer was giving him the plank, and I said to him, look, as soon as you get into the plank position, your back is doing this, because I had my hands on his lower back. His back was doing that because he had no strength or stability. I went, we're going to take that out. As soon as we took that out of the program, 1 to 2 weeks, his pain subsided because he didn't have enough strength in his rectus abdominis, internal, external oblique and lower back in which to hold the fucking plank. And he went, I get it, Scott, I totally understand. That's why I employed you, because I was in back pain, never got rid of it, but I've been seeing this trainer for a year. But it still hasn't gone. Why? Well, you've got a fungal issue. That's all connected. Your gut issues connected to your lower back pain. Your flexibility that your trainer never assessed you on is linked into it as well as your mental, emotional stuff with your financial stability in your life because you're a trader. So when you've got really good knowledge, you can just when you're talking to them and they're like, wow, this guy knows his stuff. Then you can get the £200 an hour client just like that. No problem at all. And it's about confidence as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're looking for gold standard mentoring and you want to be the top of Google like I am, check it, and you want to be the top of YouTube, there's one thing that nobody knows, but there's one thing that you can do in YouTube, that if you do this one thing, every single one of your videos will go page 1 in the search of Google, of YouTube, sorry. The same as with a website blog page, there's about 20 things, 25 things that you need to do for every single blog to get it to go page 1. So if you look at, just copy and paste some of my pages and you'll see page 1, page 1, page 1, over 51 pages. And I've got over 39 Google reviews and I've got over 15 reviews on my mentoring page about the people that I've helped over the years achieve their ultimate goal. So if you've got some goals that you want to achieve and you've got £200 an hour to pay me in which to skyrocket your business, then get in touch today. Thanks very much for listening. Goodbye.